Welcome to class 16 of Secretarial Practice. In the last class, we were discussing about Memorandum of Association, its clauses, and the change of or the alteration of name clause. In this class, we will study what are the procedures which are being undertaken by the secretary, or what are the duties of secretary with regards to change in name clause. So, the first point says availability of name. So availability of name is nothing but the secretary should see that the proposed name is already in existence or not. So whatever name you are going to decide for your company, so whether such name or that name or the similar to that name is already in existence or whether it is registered or not, so that you have to find out. So with whom you are going to find out? You are going to make the assertion, or you are going to ascertain it from the registrar of the company, saying whether the proposed new name is available. And along with that, you are going to make an application, and that application will be accompanied by the requisite fee. Requisite fee means the required fee for getting the name altered. The next is permission from central government. So permission from central government means in the first step you are going to make an assertion, or you are going to ascertain it from the registrar of the company. And if you find, or if you feel, or if the registrar of the company informs that whatever name or proposed name what you are going to give it to your company, if the changed name is desirable, so the secretary should take the written permission from the central government. So he is going to take the central government's permission to change the name. So it is already stated, and I already explained in the last class. Suppose you want to change the name from XYZ to ABC. So except or excluding, adding or deleting the word private. So in such case, what you have to do, you have to take the permission from the central government. So if you are going to change the shape of adding or deleting word private, so in such case you need not take the permission of central government. When you are going to take, suppose you want to change it from XYZ to ABC. The next is convey the meeting. So which meeting you are going to convey? You are going to convey the board of directors meeting, and in that meeting the board of directors are going to fix the date, time, place and agenda for extraordinary general meeting. Okay, so in the board meeting what happens, you are going to fix the date, time and place of and agenda of what? Extraordinary general meeting. So extraordinary general meeting means, so which will be held more than the 1 year depending upon the requirements. So which means in between two annual general meeting, which meeting you are going to conduct, so that meeting will be called as extraordinary general meeting, so which is not ordinary. So in this meeting you are going to conduct in case of emergencies, and in the meeting in extraordinary general meeting, whichever resolution you are going to pass, so that will be the special resolution. So here the secretary is going to convey the board meeting, and in that board meeting the date, time, place and agenda of extraordinary general meeting will be fixed, and the special resolution will be passed in the extraordinary general meeting, so that affects in the change of company name. So the fourth point says send notice. So you have discussed, or you are just fixed the date, time, place and agenda for your extraordinary general meeting, and this is the board meeting, So this information you have to convey it to the members or the shareholders now. So what you are going to do, you are going to, as a secretary, you are going to prepare the notice and send that notice to all the members at least 21 days before you are going to hold the meeting. So before 21 days you are going to send the notice to the members, so that the meeting will be conducted on so date in the so and so place. So you are going to give the description there. Then the next is pass resolution. As I have told you, in extraordinary general meeting, normally what type of resolution we are going to pass? We are going to pass the special resolution. And here the secretary is going to get the special resolution passed in the extraordinary general meeting, and whatever resolution you are going to pass, so you are going to file the copy of the same resolution with the registrar within 30 days of passing the resolution. So in the extraordinary general meeting you are going to pass the resolution, so that resolution should be filed with the registrar of the company within 30 days of passing the resolution. The next is entry of name. Entry of name is nothing but when you are going to file the resolution with the registrar is going to enter the new name in the register of the company in the place of old name, and is going to issue you the new or fresh incorporated certificate with necessary alteration. The next is incorporate the changes. So the name is incorporated now, sorry, the name has been changed, you have got the new name, so that you have to incorporate. So secretary shall incorporate the change. So where all you are going to change, you are going to change it in the memorandum of association, articles of association, and whatever changes you are going to make there, so that altered copy, so with registrar you have to file. You have to file it with the registrar. Within how many days? Within 3 months. Okay, with the registrar within 3 months. The next is new seal of company. So far you were having a common seal, so which is of old name. So now you should have, or you should get, being a secretary, you should get a new seal of the company made after getting approved by the board of directors. So for that the board of directors should give the approval, and then you are going to get the new seal of the company made after getting it. Okay, so the next is inform the change. So there are many stakeholders like banks, shareholders, creditors of the companies, etc. So there are various parties dealing with the company. So all these parties should be informed regarding the change what is been taken place. The next is publish the fact. So publish the fact means whatever changes you have made in the name of the company, so that fact you are going to publish it. So publish it in the leading newspaper by the way of advertisement. And these are the secretarial duties in connection with the alteration of name clause. The next is alteration of object clause. So alteration of object clause means alteration of object clause is subject to some conditions, restrictions. So these restrictions are mainly made to protect the interest of the shareholders and the creditors of the company. So it has some procedural substantive limit, so on the power to alter the object clause. So in short, if you want to understand alteration of object clause, so we can change the object clause, so which is there in the memorandum. So but it has some restrictions, it has some conditions, and these conditions are made to protect the interest of whom? The shareholders and the creditors of the company. So there are, as I have given in the PowerPoint, section 17 of Companies Act says that there are some procedural and substantive limit. on the power of alteration of object clause. So in order to change the object clause, so there are some limits. So one is the procedural limit and substantive limit. So the fact is that the company is incorporated for the definite objective, right? So the company should have its objective or object, and that object should not be illegal, that object should not be harmful to the public policy. So all those we have studied in the object clause. So we have a particular object, and that object we have mentioned in the memorandum. So we are allowed to change it, we are allowed to alter it, but it doesn't mean you are going to change it in a routine affair or continuously. As when you are wishing to change it, you cannot change it, right? So there are some limits here. So procedural limits and substantive limit. So substantive limit says that to conduct its business more economically and efficiently, in such case you can change the object clause. So object clause may be changed if you want to conduct more economically and efficiently. Then the next is to attain its main purpose by new or improved means. So suppose so far you have not seen any improvement due to the last or old objects. So what you are going to do, you want to attain your main purpose, and to improve that, in improved means you are going to attain it. So enlarge the scale of operation. So the local area of operation, the scale of operation, you are going to change if you want to change it. Then the next is to sell or dispose the whole or part of undertaking of the company. Suppose you want to dispose something, so at that time you are going to change the object clause. Amalgamate with another company. Suppose you are going to amalgamate with another company, so you are going to change the object clause. And if you want to drop some objectives which are specified in the MOA, Memorandum of Association. The next is procedural limit. So what is this procedural limit? So procedural limit is nothing but, so there are some procedures, right? So what you have to follow in order to get your object changed. So the first it says, so first in the procedural limit is authority to alter. So who has authority to alter now? Who has authority to alter? So authority is given, or we can say it is authorized by only the member, it is authorized only in the special resolution. The special resolution will be passed, and that special resolution will allow you to change it, right? So authority. So confirmation, from whom you need the confirmation? So the confirmation you need it from the central government. So then you have to file it with the registrar. After conducting all the meeting and all, you have to file it with the registrar. The copy of order of the company law board along with the copy of all the altered memorandum of association shall be filed with the registrar within 3 months from the date of order. So this is regarding your limits. So in the next class we will deal with the secretarial duties regarding change